It's time for a little comedy, a little content, and a lot of conversation. It's the Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube. Now here's your host, Geno Jones.
Hey, it is showtime. What's happening, everybody? The Geno Jones Show. Bam! You know, we come with the energy. I come to you live. My normal start time and dates, Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. out on the West Coast, 1:30 if you're chilling. If you're out there chilling, maybe you're Oprah's neighborhood. She bought like 1,000 acres. If you're out there somewhere in Hawaii, near Maui, maybe out there where what the volcano is, it's 1:30 in Hawaii. I'm not mad at you. Please, you and everybody you know, everybody that you like, folks that you love, folks that you just all right with, folks you can't stand, folks you hate, strangers, aliens from outer space, I don't give a damn, tell them all. This is must-see TV. The late Tina Turner had a song, Simply the Best. Yeah, boy. Do like Martin Lawrence, he get them ears. Yeah. I got a very special guest. He's an author. He's a multi-talented, multi-hyphenated young man. Talented brother, can do it all. But he's an author. He's an educator, entertainer. He got skills. He got serious flow. Don't get it twisted. You'll see who it is coming up. Let me start off the show. First of all, let me shout out President Joe Biden. Today, he is having his big Juneteenth concert, the south lawn of the White House. Your headliners, Jennifer Hudson, repping the south side of Chicago, repping Dunbar Vocational High School, now it's Dunbar Career Academy, my alma mater, doing her thing. My man, Method Man, Ledisi, Maverick City Music. I think they got Hampton's band or choir. They got Morgan State. I think they got a choir, band from Fisk. So got a lot of the HBCUs there also. This is really, really cool. So shout out to President Biden. So when y'all get through tripping, talking about he's too old, because now everybody, see what happened, what got y'all twisted, because now you got everybody. Stephen A. Smith, like if I run for office, the only office I'm going to run for is the President of the United States, because I will get this done and I will get that done. And I'm sure Joe Biden is saying, okay, just like everybody thinks that they can come on First Take and debate your ass think that you can just come to the White House because Orange Hitler, just stumble up on it. So, see, your boy lowered the bar. He didn't lower the bar. He nuked the bar. Because you're like, if his ass can be president, anybody can be president. Before, you had to have qualifications. Look at President Obama. You had to have qualifications. You had to have skill. You had to have read and studied. You had to run for some kind of office. You couldn't just be like some bad businessman that was like a reality TV star and then think you can be president. Now we got sports debate hosts think they can be president. You got all kind of folks, educators, and I hate on nobody, but everybody thinks their job is easy. But it isn't. Just like, can nobody come to your university and teach your class or come on to your TV show, debate show, and debate you? Y'all got it twisted. The orange Hitler got y'all messed up thinking that anybody can do this job. Not right, they can't. So I digress. But anyway, shout out to President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. Y'all really need to put some respect on her name. Because a lot of this, he's too old, is really like wrapped inside. Misogyny and sexism is really kind of wrapped inside a lot of that. Sometimes it's not even wrapped inside, it's outside. So what y'all really saying is like, well, we don't really like her because if he like old, he too old, he gonna be 80, he 80, whatever, and if something happened to him, the actuary table say he ain't got that much time, and then she gonna be president. Put some respect on Vice President Harris's name. Kamala, and it's not Kamala, Kamala. like a comma, Kamala Harris. Put some respect on the vice president's name, all right? Speaking of respect, okay, here's the latest drama in the Anita Baker Songstress tour with BabyFace. So about a month ago, you heard me talk about it. So Anita Baker is going out on tour, her Songstress tour. BabyFace is on the tour also. They were going to do a show in Newark, New Jersey. Something happened. BabyFace was not allowed to go on stage. I still don't know exactly what happened. So that day, that evening, BabyFace apologized to his fans because his fans are blowing him up on Instagram. Yo, Face, what happened, man? I paid $300 for this ticket to see you and Anita Baker. How come you didn't go on stage? And why do we have to wait 2.5 hours for her to finally bring herself on stage? And why were we waiting outside and in the lobby for it was just all messed up. BabyFace later that night said he apologized that he was asked not to go out and to perform. So Miss Baker could have her space and have the full amount of time she needed to do her show. He never, publicly, never said anything slick, sideways, smart ass, nothing, no shade whatsoever. Now, a lot of his fans were upset, and let's be honest, I love Miss Baker's music. I love Anita, but Anita got a reputation. I know for a fact, way back when I was in college in the mid-'80s, I think I told this story. I won't go into too many details, but Miss Baker tried to get an employee of the record label that she was on fired because she did a promotion. So the radio station that I was working at, we did a promotion like every week, Tuesday, Wednesday night at this nightclub. It was a huge nightclub. And so they had two sections, and it was a glass door that separated the sections. Anita was like in the front part. She did her dates. It was just a track like a track date. Singing the music. She didn't have a band. She was a new artist. People like her, she had just left Chapter 8. Her first solo album came out. So she was brand new. She came to Chicago, did the radio station promotion, did her thing. Then she found her way in the other section of the nightclub, where every week on the same night we did a radio promotion, they had male strippers. So Anita found her way back into the section where the male strippers were. Now, I didn't see this with my own eyes, but the word is one of the strippers apparently saw Miss Baker. He was like, hey, you back here with all the other ladies? You in here? You gonna get the show like everybody else? She was pissed. She tried to get this employee of the record company fired. And it wasn't even his fault. They got a relationship with the radio station. When they get an artist, the radio station brings the artist to the venue. It was crazy. Then, like everybody heard when Luther and Anita Baker toured together. Well, that tour didn't last long because it was a whole lot of ego involved, let's say that. Even Miss Baker acknowledged that. Then there's stories about Anita Baker and giving Maxwell a hard time. Now, Anita denies that Maxwell has ever gone out on tour with her. She didn't deny that her and Luther had some conflict, her words. And then we get the situation with BabyFace. So BabyFace's fans upset, and I guess they're coming for Anita Baker on social media. And so like Anita Baker is like on Twitter. She is like, because Twitter, the internet don't lose. Folks live to troll folks. And I don't know, y'all please, will somebody get Anita's phone? Just delete her account. Just please, take the phone away from Miss Baker. Because she is like blow for blow. She is going back at his fans. She's saying, Kenny, call off your crazies. BabyFace never said anything negative about Anita. Never told his fans, these are grown-ass people. He can't control grown people. A lot of them were upset from what happened in New Jersey with her and her reputation that goes back 40 years being challenging, to say the least, complicated, not the easiest person to work with. But we love Anita, we love her music, but look, the facts are the facts. So today, Anita Baker announces that she is basically kicked BabyFace off the tour because of BabyFace's fans bullying her and threatening her. So BabyFace, I get from everything that I have gathered, BabyFace found out the same way I did, and many people found out. When she posted it on social media, and Face said he was saddened by the news that Anita Baker decided to remove me from her Songstress tour. He said it's unfortunate and disheartening how things played out on social media, but this is how he wrapped that post up. I have nothing but love and respect for Anita and wish her the best. Still, Face taking the high road. Oh, by the way, just in case you're wondering, guess who's got the #1 R&B album in terms of sales on iTunes? Right now, this second. BabyFace's new album, Girls Night Out. So I say, Face, do your Girls Night Out tour. Call Tony Braxton. Stephanie Mills was already on Instagram saying she loved to go out with you. All the folks that you produce, come on, man. Boys to Men, all the hit records that you produce, man, you and Usher, anybody. A lot of these new artists would love to go out. As a matter of fact, check out BabyFace. So on NPR, National Public Radio, they have these, what they call tiny desk concerts, where they're actually behind this little desk. Charlie Wilson did a tiny desk concert. I saw Common did one a long time ago. It was great. Check that out. And BabyFace did a tiny desk concert. Awesome. Check it out. So I'm saying, Face, do a Girls Night Out tour. Do a Whip Appeal 2023 tour. And there's no shade to Anita. Yes, Anita Baker, she is an icon in the culture, musically. But so is BabyFace. And he got the #1 R&B album, the #1 selling R&B album today, right now, on iTunes. So, Face is not a confrontational dude. Man, do your own tour. All right? Everybody, who wouldn't want to go out with BabyFace? Stop with this foolishness. All right, listen. Happy birthday today, June 13th. Coco from SWV, Miss Cheryl Gamble, 53, singer and actor. The brother played Johnny Gill on the New Edition story on BET. Luke James, repping New Orleans, the 504. Luke James is 39 today, and Beyonce and Jay-Z's twins, Rumi, is it Rumi? I think it's Rumi and Sir Carter. They're 6. Can you believe the twins are 6 already? Wow. All right, let me bring on my guests. So this brother here, he is an author. He is an entertainer. He is a lifelong educator with a brand new book out. It is called To the Beat of Leadership, a story of highs and low notes. Or I should say, a story of high and low notes. He's also known by some as Spectac, but you see him on your ladies and gentlemen. Spectac, a.k.a. welcome Dr. Mervin Jenkins to the show. Hello, doctor.
What's going on, Geno?
How we doing there, Spectac? You got to give us a little background, man. How'd you get that nickname?
Hey, Geno, I'm going to just do it like this if you don't mind, yo.
Do it.
All right, check it out. Yo, hey, yo. No matter where you at, no matter where you go, you got to tune in to the Geno Brown Show. Oops, I mean Jones. Bad to the bone. The way the boy dressed, you can tell he's in the zone. fresh to impress with the black and white. It's the Geno Jones Show. It's gonna be all right. This is freestyle rap. Y'all know what's happening. Once I start rhyming, the hands start clapping in. You know I'm good, dog. I'm far from a faker. What's going on with Anita Baker? Seems like she's bugging, but that's okay. BabyFace took the high road right away. So all I gotta say, y'all, faster, speedier. Gotta say what's up with the social media. Everything that's happening seems kind of crazy. The freestyles is nice. Don't cease to amaze me. Every time I do it, the flow stay fluid. I met Geno because we both love music. Chicago bred, Charleston living. Y'all know the deal. Peace we keep giving. Don't stop, y'all. And we rock, y'all. Geno Jones with the show from the top, y'all. What up, Geno?
What? Off the dome, y'all. Listen, full disclosure, y'all. I am as surprised as y'all are. I had no idea he was going to hit me with that. Man, you blessed the brother. That should be my new open. I got to figure out a way to make that. That's the new open for the Geno Jones Show. I'm just telling y'all.
I got to make it nicer than that.
Hey, Dr. Jenkins, you laughing. I'm dead serious. I'm going to figure it out. I got to call my people. I'm like, look, y'all, we're going to have to, this is my new open. Y'all going to have to make this happen right here.
Geno, I'm going to have to straighten that out for you, but I got you, man. Just make the call. I got you.
I love it. Wow. Listen, like I said, this brother is multi-hyphenated, but you see he got skills. He got the old school, new school flow going together, an educator, an author, an entertainer. So I tell you what, if you want to, let's talk about your new book.
Yep.
I did my homework. So have you released 2 books this year?
Geno, that's exactly correct. The first book was Before They Leave Here, While They Are With Us. All right. That's what's up on your screen. That's Papa Duke's on the cover right there. And then just a couple of months later, I came with the big one, To the Beat of Leadership, a story of high and low notes. So that's what we're pumping right now. But both books are doing really well, man. So, you know, I'm just excited to be in the midst of everything that's happening right now. And Geno, by the way, man, thanks for having me on. This is huge. What you're doing, I've already subscribed. I've sent out a link to all of my folks to subscribe because
Thank you, brother.
This is huge what you're doing, man. Giving folks a platform. So I believe in that whole concept of we're all in the boat together. So when the water rises, everybody's rising, dude. That's what it should be. So
Thank you, brother.
Bless.
Thank you,
bless.
man. Thank you. I received that. Thank you. So let's talk about this new book. I love the title. To the Beat of Leadership, a story of high and low notes. So I'm sure there's a backstory, no pun intended, and kind of give everybody a clue what was the inspiration for the book and what you want people to take away from reading the book.
Geno, man, I've always been in education, but the one thing I had to give homage to was the fact that before I was serious about education, I was serious about hip hop music and culture. Yeah. So that started for me in middle school. When you look at the research, the big disconnect for students happens right before middle school, man. It's like they come to not elementary, but kindergarten.
Right around third grade, am I right? Right around third grade?
That's exactly correct. And they're all fired up, excited to learn. And then there's this big disconnect. And I can definitely speak to that because it happened to me. I like to say that I am the reluctant learner. And hip hop music and culture, finding that in middle school and building a community around that is what actually made me want to pay attention in class. And granted, it was so I could hurry up and get out of school and chase a music career. But still, that was the motivation I needed, man. So after graduating, I have a mom who's a retired school teacher. We got into one of the biggest arguments we've ever gotten in to this day. And I talk about it in the book. But basically, she wanted me to go to college. I wanted to go to New York and pursue music. And mom won. So I ended up at Benedict College, criminal justice minor, art education major. And once I graduated, man, I spent about maybe a year or two working at a local record store in Columbia, South Carolina at the time. Sounds familiar. Shout out to the folks from back then. And I kind of got cornered, man. Long story short, too late. I ended up in the classroom teaching. And I got to say, from day one, I fell in love with the job, the responsibility that came with the job for mentoring, and being a part of young people's lives on a daily basis, man. So that ran its course. I went back to school at Charleston Southern for my master's, and also where I also just finished my doctorate about 2 years ago. And after teaching, I went into school administration in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Chatham County, North Carolina. And then when I finally came out of education, traditional education, as a middle school principal, I moved to Atlanta, Georgia with my wife, and started working in the nonprofit education sector and eventually the ed tech, which is where I'm at right now. But the part-time job, man, is doing life through music. So that's the quick skinny.
So what's for you, what is the most important message that you want people to take away from reading your book? Now, before you answer that, I just want to, for all my young brothers and sisters that's watching this show, or maybe send this to your niece or your nephew, or maybe you got a grandchild or your son or daughter. Now, you heard me introduce the brother, but when I brought him on, I said, Dr. Mervin Jenkins. You heard what he said. He did nobody just give him this for speaking that, this wasn't no honorary doctorate. The brother put in the work. He got the receipts. He read and studied. But you heard the freestyle off the dome flow at the beginning of the show. So I'm saying that to tell young people two things. There are many things I'll try to say to him, Dr. Jenkins, but I always tell him two things. That nobody can beat you being the best version of you. If you can tap into that, I don't care who it is, LeBron, Michael Jordan, Barack Obama, Beyonce, Oprah, none of them can beat you being the best version of you. Absolutely. And never live anyone else's dream. Never allow anybody to define who you are to you. You get to decide and get to define to the world who you are. Put it to work. There's greatness inside of each and every child. There's great, and that's, I will stand 10 toes on that. And Dr. Jenkins, you've been working with young people all your life. There's greatness inside of every child. The problem is not the kids. The problem is the adults and the environment around the kids. So what's the one thing the most important thing that you hope that you want people of all ages, especially young people, because I know you have a passion for young people like I do, that you want them to take, especially in this era to where they're banning books. So don't worry, if you live in Florida, to hell with Governor Too Short. We can get you the book. Don't even worry about it. So he can't. He may ban them from some schools, but you can still get it, which he ain't figured out. You can go online to any book that they ban, which is a whole different conversation. But don't get me started on that. But it's so amazing that you got politicians, they want to ban books. Why would you not want to encourage children to read and understand the true history? Understand all of it, the good, the bad, the ugly. Those who don't understand history are doomed to repeat it. How do we improve? By learning from our mistakes. I didn't mean to go off on that tangent. So, what's the one thing you really want people to take from reading this book?
Well, Geno, man, it goes back into what you were saying. A lot of times we forget the one thing that we do have control over is our own actions. And something that I do mention in the book was a quote that I've always carried with me for a few decades now. And that is 20% of life is what happens to you. The other 80% is how you respond. And I try to live by that, man. It's not easy. It's extra hard for
Dr. Jenkins,
young people.
I'm interrupting because I want you to say that again. I want people, I want y'all to hear that. Don't just listen to it. Hear it. Receive it. Let it soak into your DNA. Let it soak into your subconscious so it'll wake you up at 3:30 in the morning, wake up in a cold sweat and be like, dang, man, Dr. Jenkins, that was real. Man, say that again.
Simple but heavy, man. 20% of life is what happens to you. The other 80% is how you respond. That's it, man. That's it. I mean, Geno, we tend to try to be rocket scientists, man, and heaven knows the majority of the population we aren't, myself included. And it doesn't take a rocket science, man. I'm scientist, man. Like a lot of these words of wisdom, affirmations, quotes, the one you just shared earlier, these are things that our parents, grandparents, great grandparents have instilled in us from day one. And I think a lot of times with the audience we associate ourselves with, we tend to drift away from that home base, man. And, like the prodigal son, I'm always praying kids are going to return when they're on that path and find themselves lost in the wilderness, man. But unfortunately, it doesn't always happen. But I think it's our job to just keep pounding. We got to keep, as adults, and I'm speaking to the young adults out there, we can't stop, because if one of my teachers, let alone all of them, had decided the first thing I did bad, they were just going to throw me to the wolves. Yeah. I would have been out of here a long time ago, man. It was the people, the adults, that said, you know what? I see something in you that you can't see in yourself right now. So I'm going to keep pulling until it happens. And hey, man, that's how we need to operate, Geno.
And for anybody out there that's watching me right now, you may not have a support system at home. Please understand, know this, and listen to what I'm about to tell you. I don't gamble, but they say in Vegas, always bet on black. I say in life, always bet on you. My grandfather, the wisest person I ever knew, quit school after 3rd grade to get a job and work and help his mom take care of him and his 2 younger brothers. Lived to be 94, was born in 1888 in a little small town, Yazoo City, Mississippi. Taught himself how to sew. He would be a designer now. I saw him, we shared the same bedroom. My grandparents raised me along with my mom and my 2 younger sisters. He and I shared the same bedroom. He had 2 professional sized sewing machines. He could make a suit or dress in a day. Never used a pattern. Never. Dr. Jenkins, I've seen grown men come to our house. So let's say on Tuesday morning, they would come by the house. He had a tape measure. He had a little chalk, a little straight pen. They would come back the next day and they would try on a suit. And I've seen grown men literally in tears. Oh, Mr. Jones. Oh, Cousin Conway, I never had a suit that fit me. Oh, Mr. Jones, this dress. Wow. Self-taught, quit school, 3rd grade, wisest person still to this date that I've ever met. He said, you do what you want to do when you want to do it bad enough. So always bet on you. Because like I said, when you bet on yourself, can't nobody beat you being the best version of you. Nobody. Me, Dr. Jenkins, we can't beat you being the best version of you.
That's true.
What did Hammond say? Can't touch this. Can't touch that.
Thanks.
Can't touch that. So, Dr. Jenkins, I know you're going on your book tour. Let everybody know where they can go and see you here in the Low Country, around the country. I'm sure they can go online and order all your books and support everything you're going on. So, give us some information.
Well, Geno, the 2 things that I'm going to throw out there right now is the end of this month, close to, on Friday, June 23rd, I'm going to be at King's Leaf Cigar Lounge, the West Ashley location. They have several around the Low Country, but I'm going to be in West Ashley, 7 to 9. We're going to have drinks and food, little music. So definitely come out and support there. The reason that's one of the starting grounds is I did a lot of writing there, man. Outside of sitting here on the balcony over on Johns Island and writing at the house, I did a lot of writing in the cigar lounge. So it just made sense to spark it off there. And then the following day, actually, there's the Geechee Gullah experience happening on Johns Island, where I'm going to be a featured artist at the event. It's going to kick off 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. And then at 1 p.m. until 7 in the evening, there's going to be a huge gospel fest. So tons of gospel groups are going to be out performing. So what a cool way to make the day if you want the more family-friendly event.
Right. Wait, let me jump in. Where's that going to be at? Because maybe some people are watching who are not here in the Low Country that might want to drive up or down for that. So where exactly is that going to be?
It's called Morningstar Hall, and it's definitely structure that's been around for a very long time, historical landmark. And that's on Johns Island. And again, that's Saturday, the 24th. And you can catch me from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. And that Friday, right before, the day before, is going to be 7 to 9 p.m. at King's Leaf Cigar. So basically, if you want to cool out,
where's the cigar lounge at?
That's in West Ashley, Geno.
Okay.
So it's their West Ashley location. They got one downtown, West Ashley, out in Somerville, but this is going to be the West Ashley location, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
So they can type that in their navigation.
Yep.
King's, what's the King's Alley you said?
King's Leaf.
King's Leaf. A cigar.
Yep.
You type that into your navigation, your little Waze app on your phone or whatever you got your Apple navigation in your car.
Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, man, we're gonna have fun, and after that, I'm looking at and talking with some folks now about doing an upstate South Carolina date sometime late July. So lots coming, man. And again, this is my baby right here, Geno. So folks,
so where can we either order the book, or if we can go into a brick and mortar store and buy a couple copies? As a matter of fact, can they order an autographed copy online? Give us your website, all your social media information where they can purchase books right now.
So social media, you can catch me at Dr. Mervin Jenkins. That's just DrMervinJenkins. Just hit me up on the instant message there. I got folks that are already doing it, and I'm personally signing and shipping them copies. They're doing the Cash App, Zelle, whatever works. For those that want to grab a copy right now, you can go to Amazon. I'm holding a hard copy, but there's also the paperback, and you can get it in Kindle as well. And that's for both books. So definitely go out, support, and I'm easy to find. So if you want that signed copy, we can make that happen too. But the best way is to catch me Friday or Saturday. That's June 23rd or 24th, right here in the hometown, Chucktown, USA, Charleston, South Carolina. Follow social media. You get all the information, man.
Well, you're going to see me at least Friday or Saturday, probably Woo! Friday and Saturday, but you definitely going to definitely see me. I'm going to make it a point. Man, listen, brother, love and respect. I'm so happy for you. We had the honor to meet a couple years back, and
Absolutely.
The vibe. I tell people that when people talk about our spirit, and I didn't go to theology school, but I do understand our spirit is energy. We all have energy, positive or negative, and your spirit, your energy was just. Sometimes it just.
No, I know it, Geno.
You already.
I know it.
Just like sometimes you meet some folks and it's like that spirit is like spider sense. It's like something ain't right about.
You know what, Geno, man? Like what you're talking about. Once again, for both young people and adults, when that happens, we just respect that somebody else is in a different lane, and if it's not somebody that's like close friend, family, and you don't feel like you're tethered to, then move on, man. Move on and find that connect with the folks that got that energy you really want to be around. And I mean, fact of the matter is, you should want to be around good energy. And a lot of times we get sidetracked, but at the end of the day, man, that's how we all move forward. So again, you're doing what you're doing because of that energy, Geno. And I like to think the same for myself, man. So let's just keep making it happen, brother.
Dr. Mervin Jenkins. Now, y'all, if you saw the beginning of the show, you see why they call him Spectac on the Flow. Go and order that book. Hold it up right now. Hold it up. Hold it up. Let them see it. Go order that book. Give them the social media information before we time out. Once again, Dr. Jenkins.
All right, folks. Remember, you can catch me, Dr. Mervin Jenkins. That's DrMervinJenkins. Dr. Mervin Jenkins at Dr. Mervin Jenkins. And this is the book. You can go grab it on Amazon or follow social media. Catch us at one of the live events. Looking forward to seeing you guys out there. Geno, man, nothing but love. This is a great platform. I'm honored that you would even have me on it. So thank you so much. And looking forward to connecting again, brother.
Well, you bless me. And please understand, you have a permanent home. You knew that before we linked up, but you have a permanent home on the Geno Jones Show. Anytime we're going to have you on to chop it up and talk about anything, because you got a lot of wisdom And it's up to brothers like us, brothers and sisters, to make sure that we are sharing this knowledge with the younger brothers and sisters out there, especially because we got people that don't want them to get this knowledge, but you can't stop it.
There it is.
You can't stop it.
Can't stop.
Bless you, brother. Thank you, man. Dr. Jenkins.
Salute.
That's a bad brother. Man, that flow, boy, got me amped. I don't have flow like that now. I can tell jokes and entertain and talk and stuff, but he got that flow, man. That's going to be my new open. I'm telling y'all, that's going to be my new open. Thank you for
Geno,
letting me be a part of your life. As always, God bless.
Geno, send me that music.
Oh, let me bring it back on. Say that again.
Send me that music and let me get you right, man. Pick your music you want, send it to me, and I'll give you something real sharp for your opening, man.
As a matter of fact, we'll talk. I ain't gonna bother you after the show. I'm gonna hit you. We'll talk tomorrow. Absolutely.
Damn.
I appreciate you.
Sounds good, dude.
Thank you.
Peace,
Thank
Geno.
you, Dr. Jenkins. Thank you, man. Woo! Listen, I want to thank everybody for watching. God bless each and every one of you and you and you and you and especially you. The Geno Jones Show. I come to you live. My normal start time and day is Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. in Chicago, 3:30 p.m. out on the West Coast. And shout out to everybody in the chat room, the conversation. My mother, of course, Mary Dixon, Melody McAllister, and Samuel Jenkins, and everybody. And my baby sister is watching me again. Hey, big brother. Hey, baby girl. Angela Jones, my baby sister. She finally got a chance. After 2.5 years, she finally got a chance to watch her brother on TV, and it made my day Friday. So you made my day again, baby girl. Thank you. I love you so much. I'm so proud of you, my baby sister. I love both of my sisters. Shout out to Nanette Chambers too, and we lifting you up in prayer, Nanette. We miss you. We love you. But baby girl, that's my ride or ride right there. She is like, I'm like Robert McCall, the Equalizer. She like the Queen Latifah version of Robert McCall. Trust me, I'm not in the shot, but if son gets sideways in the shot, they'll get me on the phone. But the baby girl, don't sleep on her now. She ain't, my grandfather had to say, he said, I can't stand foolishness. And she's the same way. And we both are. We can't stand no foolishness. That was, baby girl, that was dad, wasn't it? Yeah, Conway Jones. I can't stand no foolishness. All right, thank you for watching, everybody. Like I said, God bless each and every one of you and you and you and you and especially you. God bless. Thank you to Dr. Mervin Jenkins, a.k.a. Spectac. And make sure you pick up his brand new book, To the Beat of Leadership, a story of high and low notes. I will see you the next live edition of the Geno Jones Show. It's going to be Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I've got I'm doing a feature on the show, Future Stars. Trisha Covington, future star. Actually, she's been out for a minute on the scene, but she's really blowing up, going to the next level. She will be my guest tomorrow. So I want to thank and once again, thanks to everybody in the chat room. I'm just reading my baby sister. We was talking about my grandfather. She said, yep, she remembers Conway Jones. He's like, I can't stand no foolishness. That's the problem now. We got too many people in quote unquote leadership position with too much foolishness. Too much foolishness going on in the world. All right, everybody. Thank you. I love each and every one of you. I love each and every one of you. I really, really do. See, I get so excited. I can't even get it out. But I really do. And my baby sister, my mother watches me every day. My mother always makes my day in my life. But family's really everything. And my baby sister and I, we really got a very special relationship. So she just like a ray of sunshine. But don't cross it now. Don't say nothing bad about her brother. Just be careful. Y'all want to, she got the clap back. So if you want to get clown in that chat room, when she's her and my baby girl, my youngest daughter, Allie Jones, who is, by the way, the drip director, the official wardrobe consultant and stylist for the Geno Jones Show, along with my buddy Bruce Gage. Bruce's family, because we've known each other for, almost 4 decades now. I've been shopping with him for like 3 decades. You can check Allie Jones out on Instagram, fashion designer. She is the official wardrobe consultant and stylist, like I said, fashion design major, fashion designer. and supermodel, Columbia College Chicago student, my alma mater. On Instagram, IG, she is lx.ncl, underscore is that little dash at the bottom. lx.ncl underscore. Bruce Gage on Instagram, Mario Uomo, the Mario Uomo, his own personal collection, his own personal line, suits, blazers, pants, sweaters, shirts, the fly ball collection, the officially licensed Negro League baseball gear fly ball collection is amazing. Check all of it out. Bruce Gage on Instagram, on IG, it is Miglio D Mario Uomo, MIGLIO MIGLIO until Wednesday. Go back if you missed some of the show. If you missed some of this episode, go back and watch it. Go back and binge watch all my back episodes. Screen grab some of the the freestyle rap that Dr. Jenkins did at the beginning of our conversation. Put some of this up on Instagram. Screen grab what I had to say. Come on, Miss Baker, Miss Anita, we love you, but come on, man. Everybody get along with Babyface, but it's over. You know what? It's probably best. Babyface, do your own tour. Do your Whip Appeal 2023 tour. Do your Girls Night Out, which is a brand new album. By the way, Babyface's new album, shout out to Babyface. He has the #1 selling R&B album on iTunes, like right now. Girls Night Out. So do your Girls Night Out tour. Stephanie Mills already said she loved to go out with you. You know, your girl Toni Braxton would go out with you. Boys to Men, heck, Usher would go. If I could sing, I'd go out on tour with you. But I can't sing. But I'll be like your MC. Oh, I got the funny now. I got the jokes. Oh, I got the charisma. I got the energy for you now. So if you need the king of MCs, Face, holla at your man. Geno Jones Show on Gmail. I love you, everybody. Until Wednesday, live, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Go back and binge watch this and all my back episodes. Be blessed. Pray for peace. Thanks for watching.
Subscribe and tune in to the next episode of The Geno Jones Show, exclusively right here on YouTube.